Here we are, Stadtpark, the park of the national park here in Vienna, and here's a welcoming, right? Old history. This is where Europe is heading. The folks, look at this graffiti. Old historic park and the Danube River. The Danube River is, oh, they're setting off early in the morning. What's really sad is the folks defacing the walls. This is what you see early in the morning. This is where the Europe is heading towards end of their era here in the West. Sadly, this is a reality for your children, and their children will face an enormous penalty for this mess. Yes, it's not a joke, and it is in front of you. It's nothing to do with the graffiti. It is the kind of behavior that we have accepted to be as normal. And that acceptance of normalcy has become a real menace here in Europe and across the Western world. And Austria being such, a Red Bull doesn't hurt you if it's around, because that's an advertising for this menacing, what do you call it, energy drink. And that energy, they do not know how to invest in something wonderful in the city, for the city's landscape and its scape. Instead, this Red Bull, is it from Austria? Yes, they went around exerting energy and their nonsense across the world, yet the youngsters do not know what to do with their gathered energy. Instead, they deface every facade on this beautiful city of Vienna. Well, I thought I'll come out early to see something wonderful, and I'm treated with all of this. Yes, yes, everywhere you go, folks. There's a bin, there's the bin, and there's the Red Bull, vodka, and smoking, and piss, and all of this. Grey Goose. And, yes, cigarettes. So once you cripple the humanity like this, in so-called the Western educated world, time is running out for these folks, and the children will see, whoa, that's normal, getting drunk and defacing the walls, the scenery. This stood here as history and something wonderful for the city to be proud of. Instead, Coca-Cola, thank you very much for your menace on the planet. Yes. Yes, everything, folks. Everything is in the darkest times for the Western Europe. You might not like what I'm saying, but this is a reality. In what I'm not making things up, as you know. None of you can see this when you're first visiting the city. And this is an eyesore. Look at this. They managed to, the city folks have managed to clean it up, but the cleaning up is not possible to keep up. Yes, here we are. This is the reality, and this is art, so-called. And this is where we are heading in Europe, a nation that is almost fallen, a nation almost paying a price for their pride. Hold this up there. Yes. Yes. Nation will pay a big price, and Europe is in the dark ages of reality. And this is the wonderful Vienna you will come to see. And yeah. And the city authorities seems to accept this as normal. I'm sure. The normalcy means that it is not what I've expected of, but it is what you're going to see everywhere you look. Sadly, the reality is sinking in. But when will the city and its society wake up to this menace? That so-called, look at that, how beautiful moon, just there. Yes, I thought I'll come out before the animals get up. When I call animals, it's the human beings. They have created enough mess overnight, getting drunk, smoking, and doing all sorts. I thought I'll come and share something wonderful and beautiful before the animals start waking up and causing the most burdensome on this planet each day. That I'll share something pretty instead. I'm having to share something like this of this city. A child's face in the front of that cigarette carton, yet that doesn't deter or stop the ever addicted smoker of the West. Yes. Ever messy and ugly human. They've got drunk. They got drunk so much they left their mess behind. Is that Mozart? Is that Chopin? Is that, who is it? The history of this nation has been slowly, Landstraße is slowly disappearing. The wonder of music and art is fading away. Instead, a painful reality is everywhere. Even the benches here. Okay, folks, I'll show you something that is less of a pain. Let's go and see St. Stevenson's what's that, 6:30? This is the most wonderful the historic park here in Austria. Yet the park has become a bit of an eyesore.